Unto us a child is born, bum, bum, bum. Unto us, bum, bum, a son is given, bum, bum, bum. Unto us, bum, 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 a son is given. And the government shall be upon his shoulder. I love that song.
Reverend, is there anything you don't do around here?
Other than sing opera, well, the schoolhouse been looking a little rough lately, and I thought it might be nice to make it look prettier and spruce it up a bit before the new teacher arrives.
Oh, hey, that's a good idea. Oh, by the way, I was meaning to ask you, that rattlesnake we was looking for, did that ever turn up?
Yes, sir, it did. In fact, we found Buford right around this barrel on the bottom right here.
Really? That one right there, huh? Man, I have to be careful when I'm sitting down from now on.
You don't need to worry about that, Marshal. Speaking of which, any news about the bandits lately?
Oh, no, not yet. I'll find them, though. Don't you worry about it. I can feel it in my bones.
Well, the only thing I feel in my bones is aches, pains, and arthritis.
Well, Reverend, I better get back to work. I'll see you later. Them bandits aren't going to catch themselves.
See you, Marshal. I could do a memory verse this time. John chapter 21, verse 25. And there are also many other things which Jesus did, the which, if they should be written every one, I suppose that even the world itself could not contain the books. Amen. John chapter 21, verse 25. I think that's it. I'll work on it later.
I knew I'd find you here, painting and working on your memory verses.
Yeah, I want to get an early start before, well, this place gets too hot.
Good idea. I brought you some warm muffins.
Oh, thanks, Vera. Ooh, these look good. That's my grandma's favorite recipe. So, oh, this is really good. Any word of the new teacher lately? You know, what's her name? Miss Griggs, isn't it?
Winnie Griggs. Actually, she arrived on the train yesterday, all the way from Kentucky. You know, I think the kids are gonna love her.
Well, you know what they say. A good teacher is worth her weight in gold and a hefty paycheck.
I agree. Now, if we could only find a sheriff.
Well, at least we have the marshal. I just hope he stays here for the entire jamboree. Speaking of guests, have you seen our two helpers lately?
No, I haven't. I think they were up early as well.
Well, I could use some help today. This schoolhouse is far from being done, and I could use their help.
Yeah, of course. Want me to go fetch them?
Oh, would you please? You know what they say. Many hands make light work.
I'm on my way, Paul.
Thank you, Vera. I better not put this in a paint bucket. And... Not too shabby, eh? Well, I better check the back of this schoolhouse, see what it looks like.
Where did I put that thing?
Sand, more sand, cactus, sand.
Around here somewhere. Whew, it is going to be a hot one today.
Yeah, I sure could use that tall glass of lemonade right about now.
Where did I put that?
What was that?
Sorry, did you say something?
Never mind. Yeah, you know what, Nettie Zelma? This may surprise you. Hope not. But sometimes I do think about stuff. Like this. Do dogs... Okay, I've been working on this one all day. Do dogs lick us because they know we got bones on the inside? Or how do those sponges hold all the water in when they're full of holes? Great mysteries of the universe. Speaking of mysteries, you want to hear a good joke? I haven't figured it out yet, but I thought you might. Here we go. Why do cowboys ride horses? You give up? Okay, well, because they're too heavy to carry.
Would you hush up, Dog Clyde?
Oh, I thought it was a good one. Oh, Reverend's guitar. This will be nice and quiet. Won't bother her none. First we round up all our stinky pigs and take them all out back. Then we grab our old sledgehammer and we give them all a whack.
Are you kidding me? Can't you see that I'm trying to think?
About what, Nettie Zelma? We're out here in the desert, wandering around. I know it ain't for exercise.
No, it ain't. I stashed a bag of tools out here somewhere and I'm trying to find it. Wait a minute. This looks familiar. Aha!
When'd you have time to stash a bag of tools out here? What do you got there anyway? Is that a crowbar? A lockpick? Is that dynamite? These aren't these aren't tools for chores. These are tools for thieving.
Of course they are. What's so surprising about that? We're thieves, remember?
Well, we has ourselves a gentleman's accord with the Reverend, though. He trusts us.
No way. I interrupted that cockamamie handshake, if you remember that. So we ain't breaking no oaths, because we didn't make no oaths. And you can thank me later.
But I don't want to break his trust. He's been nothing but kind to us. And he sees us as more than just filthy criminals.
That's just because he's a reverend.
Well, he's suspicious, too. You heard what he said back at the barn. And now you're out here proving him right.
You know what? I knew you was going to be hard-nosed about this, Dog Clyde. That's why we don't pay you to think. Now, just listen to me. During the jamboree, everybody's going to be at the jamboree. And they ain't got no sheriff right now, so there's going to be no guard at the bank. So this is the perfect opportunity for us. And we can't afford to pass it up.
Well, what about that marshal?
He don't scare me none.
I don't know.
You know what? Listen, if we pull this off, I promise we can retire and go live on some beach somewhere. Okay?
I wish I could believe that.
Afternoon, folks. We having a bit of a disagreement here?
Just verbal sparring with my sister.
That's so. What's we got here?
Oh, that's just a bag of tools. Ain't that right, Dog Clyde?
It's just a bag of tools, yep.
All right, well, tools for what?
Well, they're tools.
There you
for-
are. I've been looking all over town for you two. Oh, excuse me for interrupting, Marshall.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, Miss Vera, well, what can we do for you?
Well, Pa wanted me to fetch our friends here for some chores he's working on at the schoolhouse.
Chores!
That's right. The bag of tools, they're for chores.
Yep. Yeah, looky here. We got, let's see, what? Crowbar. This is for flipping them shingles off the schoolhouse. What else we got here? We got,
That
That'll
looks like
work.
a stick of dynamite to me, boy.
No. Well, you're right. You're right, Marshall. It is a stick of dynamite, but it's for blowing up the junk pile. You know, in case it gets too big. At least that's how it's done where we come from. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I reckon those weren't the kind of chores Pa had in mind. But anyway, Marshall, would you mind excusing the siblings?
That's okay, Miss Vera. I know your pa's working hard.
Thanks, Marshall.
I got my eye on you two.
It was real great you came along right about then. I don't know what that marshal was going to do. It's like he was fixing to bust us for something.
And would the marshal have had a reason to bust y'all? Were you doing something you shouldn't be doing?
Well, not exactly.
Listen, I don't know y'all very well or what your lives are like outside of Wonder Junction, but I do know that when I'm pulled into a situation where I'm tempted to do something that ain't right, I think of Jesus. And because I love him, I want to live for him and do the right things.
And that Jesus, he's the boy we was talking about the other day.
That's right. But of course, he didn't stay a boy. He became a preacher of sorts and began an amazing ministry when he was around 30 years old. Wait, that's about how old y'all are, right?
No. I was raised that a lady never tells her age.
During his ministry, Jesus did many works and wonders that astonished everyone around him. Even his words were a wonder. After all, he's the one who spoke the universe into existence. He wanted everyone to know that there was only one true God, a God of love and holiness and power.
So I reckon that if Jesus, he being God and all, he could do some mighty powerful things.
Yes, he could. He had power over sickness and disease. He opened the eyes of the blind and healed sick people who were on death's doorstep. He even brought dead people back to life. He even brought himself back to life.
How'd he do that? Some kind of magic trick?
No trick, just God's power. He also had power over nature. He spoke to a storm and it stopped. He walked on water and he fed more than 5,000 people with just 5 small loaves of bread and 2 fish.
That's incredible.
It sure is. But the power I like to talk about the most is the power he has to forgive sins. When we disobey and sin, Jesus is the one who can and will forgive us if we ask him to. Now, that's a wonder.
It certainly is, Miss Vera. Well, and thank you.
Well, I reckon we've left Pa waiting long enough, but I hope I've given you something to think about. Come on, let's get you inside.
I have got to figure out a way to reel Dalton Clyde back in. All this talk is filling his head with nonsense, and he's losing sight of our main objective. Why did we have to cross paths with a reverend?